Welcome on YouTube and welcome back to another review. So we'll be reviewing Married at First Sight season 15 episode 12. Last week I think last time I said it was episode 12, my mistake, but I corrected it in the description. So this week we finally have something decent to say for the first who can come in here and just jump in and quarrel say, oh, it come like things are stretching out. So we're kind of gonna head right into the video.
Yes, guys.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna start with Miguel and Lindy because Miguel really has changed my eyes. Like the first, what you call it, like 2-3 episodes through the honeymoons, Miguel literally gave me a different side of him. But no, in since a few episodes, our light has changed of him, especially
since you blew up.
Yeah, with the insurance, the blow up and everything. But this episode really, kind of changed him totally in my eyes because Miguel no seem bad at I'm not telling no lie. Man take on daddy role real strong, real right. I love how him behave. And the one Lindy now, no sir. We can already tell how the parenting situation are gonna go. If them have no pitney, Miguel I gotta be the mother and the father. Lindy I gotta be the crazy birth giver that's there as a DNA. That's one that's there to give the DNA and the holding place, because we don't want that one special Lindy with the pin in her hand. Always an imaginary child, but mighty gosh, Miguel take on the role serious. Imagine Miguel was the one that was going to play basketball and him carried the baby. She was going to the beach. No, sir.
She couldn't carry the baby go to the beach.
She can't. I mean, I think motherhood, well, probably, I'm not going to say that, but the way how she behave now, motherhood not seem like something more agree too much with her at the moment. She does look like this definitely need to give her a wake up call for say, that's what fitness day.
Worse.
Yeah. But outside of that, they're doing well as a couple. I don't know what Miguel finding a Lindy for love off, but it is there. It is there when I say everything, so them are going good. I like that. And what do you call it? I guess the experts are Dr. Pepper, but I think the same thing. So I should give them this exercise for them to actually see what the next stage is in life. Cause them already, married. Them do well. Them actually get together. Them actually do well. Get along with each other. So these are the next stages that probably would have come on in married life. So that was cool. I enjoyed it. As I say, Miguel 360 in my eyes at the moment. If him decide to be like an asshole again, I switch up again. But that is how it might behave right now.
Yeah, so far it might be wonderful. But I don't know about this about Miguel. I don't know about this about Lindy either. It's just that Lindy never want to touch that.
That's what I'm trying to say. Lindy come like she was against this child. And that body shot, that's not the body shot I was thinking about. I don't know. Because I guess the body shot them mommy ear boat very raw when them go strip on the belly or drink to them belly button now. Yeah, that what me know about. But anyways, I've never done one. It's interesting. So yeah, there was nothing else on them. They're doing good. I'm happy for them. Lindy just kind of creep me out sometime. Moving on. Alright, so the next couple, I feel like more on talk about Binh and Morgan. Not much really depend them either way.
Binh and Morgan just feel left and done before the season up, because every time I watch it and see them just get prominent more and more. And remind me why I watch reality show on them something.
Yo, Orion take it too hard upon himself. I take it for what it is. Other people business. And not my business. Me nah stress it out for myself. And it's a show. I'm take it as it is, a show and other people business. So whenever I
when I watch them something there, it's like the person who act up is like you wonder to yourself if them can't see them behavior or see where them are act up and see where them can fix them. Always not for them eyes, them always not do nothing, not always the other person.
But that's the reality of how people are in real life. It's just that, you see, and that's why, as I said, I've said it before, but I like when certain people with their behavior, they go on shows like this, and if they're able to actually reflect on after seeing how they behave, because a lot of people need to see how them behave to really understand how it affects people. Because when you're in your body, you're in your mind, you're in your position, you're not going to think you're wrong. You're not going to stand for a wrong position and not thinking it's not something right behind it, or you have reasoning behind it. So people or behave like Morgan or any of them, it depending on their sides, because Stasha, she behaves so sometimes them not gonna see their perspective of being wrong unless them can really see how they may reacting at the moment. And then it is good if they're actually able to, what you call it, they're actually able to learn and understand and grow from it, basically. One side note, I'm noticing that I don't remember seeing like Morgan on like the after party. Like probably she's been there in the earlier episodes, like the very beginning episodes, but I don't remember seeing her that much. And
she not remember seeing that.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing Binh. But I don't remember. I don't want to watch after party. Like we will be watching after party a little bit later, since it come on directly after Married at First Sight. But when it was like in between like an hour break, we weren't watching it at that time. But as I said, from as of recently, I haven't seen her on it at all. But yeah, outside of that, no, them relationship as already time for the spark it up. Man, I think there's anything worth saving. There's nothing there. And I think Binh for wasting time with this woman, because she constantly have this note that she can't trust him. She now look on it and say this is just how relationship works. Things with earth get over. And when I say when I do is right. Issue is one that he's doing that, and issue is two, he's not coming forth and telling her that he's discussing their problems with other people. The thing about it was somebody else made me pick up on the initial time when Justin and Binh were talking. It seemed like it's something that Justin does as well. He talks to Binh about their problem as well. Because Alexis is not somebody easy to deal with, and was so jumping on that. Because I didn't pick that up, but somebody was like saying that where Binh was explaining himself and talking to Justin, Justin was like saying, it's something like what we do basically. So it's not like Binh is just there talking, and Justin isn't putting in his side
they
of
basically
it. They might try to go through the process.
Try work it out, like get advice from each other.
Anything that happens in real life though, as example, like when you watch some shows and you see the virgin them go up a bar and them something there, and them say, boy, Cindy, she kind of behave away and them something there. Are things what people talk about, and that's why sometimes you have friend groups with couples why sides are already drawn in the line, because people business that get told behind them back. As we say, it's not necessarily a good thing, but the things that do happen, it's not a normal situation. And when they had when they go over in another house and they had a separate thing, and Mitch was saying that it's like a normal thing, especially for the situation that they're in. I'm so sorry. It couldn't come out with it.
I was wondering why,
I know, right? I know. I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember. But yeah, basically, it's things that come up, discussions, and you're trying to get through the problem, necessarily. You're not trying to make a wrong move with the partner, so you try to test out the waters based on you hear what somebody else have to say, because sometimes you can be all in your head and not necessarily what's going in your head is the situation, or probably what you're thinking is not the right way to do it. So sometimes advice is necessary. But basically, what Binh do not necessarily right. How Morgan deal with it, she deal with the situation very aggressive and cold, as in she don't want rectify anything, and it's just she just make him feel she just make him seem like him for feel like she 24/7. I mean, I like that. She not try to make an environment to say, okay, let's try to work on this again. She basically say, you need to feel like shit, you are a piece of shit. Alright, if I saw you feel completely done the situation, stop, go back inch by inch and I waste the time. Because I waste time. Sorry. Cause me really look on them like, I waste time, man, it's annoying. Binh, boy, I feel sorry for Binh more than anybody else. Although you would have said Morgan is the one that has been wrong, it does seem like she in the wrong regardless.
How she has been wrong.
It seems like she just in the wrong.
she look into it too much and she dwell upon it too long. That's how I see it. I can't see it no other way. If you see it any other way, leave it in the comment section. We will gladly hear your side to this. Yeah, but even if she come around, we don't feel like say them supposed to get together, because if anything else is supposed to happen, it's like Binh all of the blame.
Yeah, of course he is.
Why?
As I said, I don't, because he know what he did possibly would have been wrong, and him not try for go away from that.
But she not try to move on.
No, she isn't. But him know what him do would have been something that would have wronged her. So him not I'd say, okay, this is something that I did, and yes, it probably would have been something wrong.
Yeah, but him might try. She can at least try. She not even want to read.
No, I agree.
In the other episode, she didn't even want to read the letter to herself to the man, because she in a fear he might go and tell somebody else. If they may not take them to sit together, then at all. They not like what she behave. And even if I not been, she will behave with somebody else, because when them just get married, she want somebody who can, basically she want a pet rabbit, take care of himself, around puss, take care of himself, and she don't have to feed him, she don't have to look at him, he can go catch lizard. She go in her room when she done work and go sleep. Is a puss, she want a pet cat.
Yeah, she can get one. And when the puss begs, puss crab her up and go about sneeze. Like, honestly, like, nah, try to breed no bad blood. But, like, I don't understand how she didn't realize that she wasn't ready for marriage, or even the experts then, because some of these people, they love she and Alexis especially. No one of them are close friends. They're so oblivious to how them actually believe and react. I don't see how they were fit, or they thought themselves were fit with I can't understand how people really love the idea of marriage. I guess I can understand it, but I can't understand how you can say that you aren't ready for it. They love the idea that, oh, you know, things are just like in the TV shows, because I think when I touched on Mitch, because he kind of touched on it in a different way when he was talking about sex, but like TV does really spew your idea of how certain things are in reality.
It's a bird.
Television definitely make things look more idealistic in real life, like Mitch was talking about when it comes to sex, and then in a relationship it really does make things look more idealistic in some aspect, depending on what you're watching, because the TV show that we may watch to make love look messy and all them something there, but I guess they make it seem like, oh, it's just something simple and you can come over it. They don't make it look like toward the entire 20 years let me go extreme, to the entire 60 years that people have a long withstanding marriages, that not every day they're learning to deal with their partner better, and they're actually making compromises constantly. And I'm not meaning compromise to lose yourself, but compromise to make the relationship work. In a house of everything your way, there's compromises with simple things, because you're dealing with someone that has a totally different personality, perspective, and these stuff. Something simple like, oh, I want to have macaroni and cheese today, and the other person's like, Jesus, like, we had that last week, can we have mashed potatoes and, you know, cheese instead this week? These simple things are compromises, and it does help to make the relationship work. But some people are so adamant, like, why we can't have mac and cheese? So what if we had it last week? Like, these are the approaches that they would take instead of taking for say, like, all right, you do this for me last week, make me do this for you this week. Basically what I try to say. So she don't understand, both of them don't understand that perspective. So after that, you have anything else to say on them?
Them for left. Been for left.
We're done with them.
Run for the hill.
Run. Just like, what's your name? Running up that hill. Yes. Guys, if you hear any sound in the background, we can't really do anything about it. Some insect, bird, whatever it is, choose to come itch up behind. I'm window the right here, so itch up right behind me. I make up nice. We can't do anything about it. We do apologize if it does appear in the audio of the video. Moving on. Stasha and Nate. This episode, alright, so we don't know from last episode them consummating the marriage, and I think that was a little bit of the focus for them episode this week for one intimacy and like for dealing with Stasha control issue because she's a control freak.
Yeah. So then them the man like Nate
lead in intimacy and if somebody for she makes
she loves say alright boy follow me and take her Gucci handbag and gone. So the man try to teach her how to not take the lead and just follow.
She needs to understand not always being in control because when they had a therapist session, the therapist kind of linked her control with like trust and these stuff. She have a control issues. Come and say what depend on the boy enough for trust. Like what is it there that you're not trusting? If not lie to you and say, yo girl, I love you. Me love you. Say I have money, girl. Anything we do for you, 400 what thousand girl, me you want your foot rubbed down? Yeah, baby. And they be an back charge to 500 girl. He's being honest with this thing. It's just that her problem is that he's not running. His emotions not running as quickly as her own. And like, give him some time. He's not you. He's a man, a different man than you. Just allow it. Allow it to be. Just allow it to be.
She not trust him from the beginning. Cause in the beginning she at one point I think she labeled him as a F boy. Because she said he might give F-boy vibe or whatever. But that didn't last long though. Like it never passed.
That's what I'm trying to say. What is
one episode. But like me don't know what he's doing or what he's saying for her to distrust him, because what we're seeing is a cool and collective Nate who are trying best, who he might try, he might do him thing, he might go behind her back, go talk to other people. He not overreact when she talk to other people. Something there's nothing wrong with why I do something that get why she want like think that he's being or he should be untrusted. Probably she wants an emotional person like what's name? Justin.
I trust me. Should I get an eye with him too? Exactly.
So little boy alone, I didn't think.
Yeah, I don't see the reason why she's actually distrustworthy of him, but she does more. I just think it's more about the control aspect of it. She just likes to be in control. I know that okay, he loves me. Okay, so we're on this timeline to saying we're like okay, I say I do. The more say I do. We're on this timeline to say okay, we're totally in love. After that, I'm gonna try to have a kid. When we have our first kid, we're going to be like, okay, let's build a business together. Then we're gonna have 2 more kids. We're gonna have twins actually. We're gonna implant those eggs in my zygote. The eggs in my zygote. You know what I'm talking about? Sperm, egg, yeah. I make sure I have a twin, make it split. Like I think it's all about control in her aspect, but they had the love dungeon scenario. Some creepy shit, but in like the after party they basically showed that more happened and she likes her toes to be so this is okay. So she had to wash off her foot and hop to the bed.
You could have washed it with Dove with not going there.
Certain things are just not for we then. I don't think it will ever be for us. That does certain things would not do. As I was saying, the body shot some of them, but I think would I ever want somebody for put them more per my toe. Alright. But you know, your thing is your thing. But nah fight you. Your thing or your thing. But anyways,
like, people do some weird things with them hand. You can't imagine what the mother do with them foot and you want to shoot that in your mouth.
You have the least with your foot, to be honest. You have the least with your foot. It's just like your foot come in contact with the dirty ground. Yeah. So it make it much more. Yeah. And you don't wash your hand as often like with your foot. Although me kind of do that still.
Take a microscope to a ground. You will see hands droppings.
Sure. But anyways, I don't really see much on Stasha and Nate. It's just that she has control issues. They had the love dungeon scene and I guess they kept it PG because in the after party she said more nastiness apparently that shit was nasty.
More nastiness like what?
I guess sex. I don't know. But basically I don't say anything else on Stasha and Nate. I lie. Nate Naram for call out the foolishness that's going on between Morgan and Binh, as well as to hold Alexis a little bit accountable to with her part in it, because he's like, I think when they were at the basketball thing,
basketball.
Yeah, because I was about to say beach, do you know?
It was a beach. Yeah.
The basketball thing, I don't know what happened, but it come like him like Alexis or something like that, because he's, I don't know, or is it Morgan? I don't know, but he's basically saying, listen to me, Morgan,
like the
BFR was she all up, I don't really love that, and then Alexis, she need to realize that she's playing a part in, I remember now, because what Justin was saying, and then like Alexis, he's like, Alexis is not ready for marriage. I do agree. I don't care what nobody has to say. She's fooling herself thinking that she is.
Morgan not ready either. Or probably is a case where she's not ready for marriage with Justin.
No, I don't think it shows her actions shows that she's not ready for marriage with anybody. She knew 3 persons well enough before they would have engaged, proposed to her, and she said no to all 3 of them. Then she come and married a stranger, and the same shit happened. She is not somebody that is ready for marriage, at least for the moment, or somebody that is going to be successful in a marriage, because she cannot handle compromising. She's very selfish.
Well, my thing is, I think she's even attracted to Justin.
Jesus Christ, overreaching at them, I will still talk about Morgan and we talk about Stasha and Nate.
Yeah, what kind of... No, I'm going for Stasha and Nate. Them have lovey-dovey scene, tie up and twist up, kiss up with ball and suck off to moving on. Justin and Alexis, them, she not ready for marriage with Justin.
She's not ready for marriage overall.
Why I say that?
Me say Arthur, and I'm debate, you know, because I'm going to tell you, I mean what I say. I'm say what I mean.
Listen, man.
Yeah, right.
I don't feel like she want him. For the experiment, the murder first sight experiment, or experience, whatever I want to call it, I feel like she try for that reason, but she said she want that dark and tall man, but should have been more specific, saying supposed to be muscular as well, and not so intact with him emotion. Cause me don't feel like she attracted to his him overly emotional self. Me don't feel like she attracted to him slim woman looking figure.
Disrespectful.
I mean it in
disrespectful, in the most disrespectful way.
I don't mean it like that, but like if you have eyes, you can see. What else? Yeah, him just I don't know. Like, you have to get a special woman for there with Justin, because I don't feel like any other woman them in the experiment now would have put up with him so much. You have to give her credit for that too.
I think Kristen would have been able to manage him.
She put up with him. Kristen can't manage anybody, because she there with Mitch. Is she there with Mitch?
I think Lindy probably could have managed him as well.
Sir.
I do think that.
No, Lindy a madman.
Yeah, she is a madman, but I think her personality probably could have gone with him. I don't think the relationship would have worked well, but I think she could have managed him emotional side.
But even though Alexis act up, I forget her credit, because she's stay with some foolishness them for true. Even though she kind of unfair in a lot of things, and her thinking and how she talk and what she do, unfair, but she try with him. She try, I may see it. I not say she not try, she try, because Justin do some rubbish too. The 2 of them at fault, but she not married. She not ready for marriage. She not want to with him. She not love. She might love him or whatever she said it, but me not believe it. What do you have to say?
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, because I'm going to done this. I'm going to done the situation. I'm going to done you too, because I'm all a different stance.
No, if you want a different stance.
Alright, so we finna debate about this. So listen to me why I say what I say, and I mean what I say. Alright, so the one Alexis now, right? She's not married. She's not ready for marriage. Overall, in totally. Let me get the breakdown. I'm gonna get a whole breakdown. 1, we already know that she's been proposed to 3 times, and she has not said yes once, or has made it to the planning stage or whatever.
But we don't know the situation.
Me don't talk. I'm not saying nothing. Don't talk. True. Get the mic over here. So yes, so she has said no 3 times, right? You can't tell me say she in a relationship with them money. The mother at least there with her for, let's say, because some people really love it sometimes, let's say at least two 2 to 3 months. But realistically, marriage, I would have say more suitable within like a year to 3 years. Then would have proposed afterwards, and she made the relationship them seem long term because it was like college sweetheart. Like one time I think it was high school too, and
this man they proposed to her in high school.
no, it's like them when them they done with high school or something like that.
But me, I understand why you. I say no, you're not ready for anything there.
No, everybody different. Some people would have said yes. Trust me. Yeah, but you know what I mean, if I get married at the moment, if you get what me I say. Exactly. But anyways, that is one major reason, one major red flag too. Let me get into it now with Justin. So when they got married initially, she wasn't attractive, but all of that went past that, and she did try in those stages, and the love and everything was there in those moments. And she, even though she wasn't necessarily say initially attracted to him, his behavior, his personality towards her and all these stuff made her have love for him, and she was all lovey-dovey and was all this for Justin. Everything was there for Justin in that moment. Here's the reason why I say she's just not ready for marriage. When that thing went sour, me have to do it. When that thing went sour with Justin, which will happen with any relationship, she's quick to go out. Her initial thing is to go out and blame the problem, the situation or the person then, instead of to work on the problem. That's why I said, because her whole approach with it, it's not like they didn't have a connection. They did. I can understand with some people grow past attraction. Because honestly, Mr. Bitch, him actually I do the work. Like, he wasn't initially attracted to Kristen, but we're here seeing in the prelogs that, oh, he's falling in love and I'm in love with her and I want to lose her. So me no want to hear this shit, but she's not attracted to him, as she are the problem. I'ma say what I mean what I'ma say. She is the one that's not ready for me.
She's attracted.
No, I don't think she's attracted to him, yes, but I don't think that's the excuse, because in the beginning, before there was any problems, she was okay making it work with him. As soon as the problem came, that's when her ass started to say like, oh sorry, this ain't for me.
So she wants the unrealistic marriage.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. She's not somebody that sticks out through it, and although she's clear with her, what do you call that, her feelings, it doesn't make it less hurtful, because they took up about 2 ad breaks before and after. Like, that's how dwelling on how the situation with when you're talking at the therapist, because the therapist pretty much divulged like, you're not ready for marriage for Justin, because the whole issue surrounded that she, even before the therapist came in, they were having this little discussion before, she constantly wants to go out with friends every weekend, and Justin is like, yo, you don't have to do that every weekend, what she's on. And then she wants to go panic. She wants to go. She look manipulative. If I pronounce that word there, manipulative. When she is saying like, oh, with her vows, you wanted me to be free, and this is not making me feel free, and I feel like I'm losing myself. Girl, the reality of it is that you are married, and look at it. I can look at it through a different perspective, or through our perspective. Then you work. Realistically, you come home, and depending on the situation, more likely them drive and all them stuff there, you come home, realistically throughout the week, you're probably not seeing more than 5 hours or so each day of your partner. Because you come home, you used to say you come home early, you come home late, you come home 6 o'clock, right? And then probably 6 to 11, even that's even putting it as a stretch, 6 to 11 you're up with your partner. More likely that the scenario, probably go to bed from 9 o'clock, so that's 3 hours that you have with your partner at daytime. The weekend is when realistically you have your partner for all day, all them time. Then you want to take that time to go
split it with your friend.
Yeah, so I'm not saying nobody knows she can't enjoy herself, but think it in that eyes that just stay home with your honey bunch, just uninterrupted for entire weekend then, basically, because it's clear that he doesn't like it. She wants the excuse for say, oh, he's not saying it, I never yet asked her enough to do it and them stuff there. No, sometimes we play that part there, but we know the situation. Arena have tell me, say, him not like this a food here. Every time I cook the food, and he's like, them stuff that I'm just a be like, you know, grateful cause, you know, I'm cook and just eat it for the sake say I'm hungry and, you know, you don't prepare me. But the fact that every time, like, if it happen for 2 times now, I'm still saying my status. So I say, I have sense for no one say, yo, it not like the food. Let me just not cook this no more. If me want it for myself, then yeah, cook it for my times. But for us sake, I'm just using it as an analogy, guys. It's not a literal situation. But I'm saying not everything needs to be spoken, basically. I can understand she wants that extreme, like, verbal command because that's fear. But the fact that Emma talk like this, it shows that he has an issue with it. Like, girl, come on.
It's not like Emma says she can't do it. It's just that it's an every weekend thing where she go out and there with her friend and so. Yeah.
I think I can understand him because as my understand it, it's just that
she could have do it every day. If him what like
well, that's her compromise in her.
What you say? If him
she can turn up every day, 7 days a week, and still go to work on time. That's her turn up game. But like, she needs to make these things clear to him as well, and she needs to be like compromising. Even if we say, oh, you forgot the first and last week out of the month, and him have the other 2 weeks them, or basically you just do it when you really feel like you want to go out. I don't know. She still, Nate said she still a move kind of single-ish because she love to gossip, and she is going out with her friends every weekend. Like, I mean, sometimes it's good for just enjoy your partner, and I think she really check out as to why she doesn't give a damn and why she wants to go out, because that speech after when they made them put on the blindfold and have like a little exercise, her speech was like, bye bitch, I tried, and if you ain't good with this trial, and if you weren't good with this trial, your problem that me try what me did have to do, you not like it, and your problem that, sir. Because she was literally like saying, I'm happy that we tried. If I don't make you happy, I know I'll make somebody else happy. From you jump in and say something like that, you're basically saying, I'm done with this. Oh, why would you say that? And then the thing about it, you know, Alexis, it seemed like she's a little bit oblivious to her actions and how her words can perceive. That's what I'm trying to say. She don't care. She have this selfish behavior with her, because in after party, Stasha was like that, and the other person, Jamie, that's what she name again?
I don't know.
Oh, she was on a previous Married at First Sight season.
Which I did not watch.
Not Jamie. What her name is? That crazy bitch that was married to the bald head one. Like, I love them same way though. I think her name is Jamie is her husband's name. What's her name? Damn, I
don't know who she attacking if you not watch it. Jesus.
Yeah, redhead bitch, the crazy, love the sage, them, the moon. Anyways, yes. So she when Stasha was like, girl, that was a awful thing to say. She was like, I wasn't like, she's very oblivious to her behavior. Yeah, she oblivious to her behavior. Cause even when she watched that, I don't think she thought anything was wrong with it. And when Stasha reacted like, girl, that was like, sayonara, see you, goodbye, have a nice life, okay, we're done. That's when she was like saying, really? I don't think so. But Alexis is not ready for marriage in general. From my opinion, you can disagree, that's fine, but I back up my things with my with the facts and mommy see, or the examples I have seen with her behavior. Like,
it's not only her behavior, her actions in the from the seasons, from them left off of the honeymoon, just
it just shows that how she reacts
from the dog incident. It just went down the hill.
That's true. It just shows that she doesn't have resilience to work with somebody through problems. That's why I'm saying she's just not ready for marriage at this point, because it's a lot to deal with somebody, you know, a whole heap of work. Like, people have to understand, like, you say, oh, you have to deal with your family sometimes, and sometimes you can't, like, say, you can't deal with your sister, or you can't deal with your auntie or that uncle or something. At the same thing, you deal with your partner, and even times too, because you're the one who you choose to deal with and come home to an evening time.
For the rest of your life.
I mean, nothing wrong with being single, you know, to be honest, nothing wrong with being single. It can be as selfish as you want to be in most scenarios, but nobody come to people, them boy pin a child or girl pin a child, and behave like you want to rooks them up and you expect for compromise. Like Alexis, She's claimed that she's not ready to be married to Justin, but that's nothing she ready overall. Her actions them show it, in my opinion. She's just not ready overall. You know, wrong with that. Some people deal with things later. She probably have to be somebody who will get certain things out of her system fully before she can really consider somebody that's, you know, learns how to settle down. But not that was settle, but settle down. I seen not always ready for run. Basically. Is there anything else to say on them? There's a lot to say on them, but is that it for their segment?
Them stress me.
They must stress you.
I have nothing to say.
I know I don't think we touched that much on Nate, Justin, to be honest. Did we? We divulged on Alexis.
Nothing to be said, to be honest.
I mean, Justin has his flaws. I mean, the little sex thing, Justin, like him can't manage them more. Because Alexis is not attracted to him. Alexis is she's checking out, and when she said that speech to him with the blindfold, it was like she already booked her ticket for go to the next country. You know, like she kind of done. But Justin, why him have him flaws, him do him shit. But to me, the fact that he keeps on showing up after getting these verbal disrespects, I will leave that in my eyes, because there's a amount of time she say it, whether directly, indirectly, or in a different method. She basically said, I don't want you, I'm not attracted. She said a whole lot of time, and he's like still there. So that is something. That is something. Next couple, Mitch. I tell you last couple for Drew?
Yes, we talk about Miguel, we talk about Binh, we talk about Nate, we talk about Justin.
Yeah. So Mitch is the last one. Mitch
but
and Christine.
Sexist, just call out him and then name and disregard them human.
I know, right? Alright, so
moving on to Mitch.
Yeah, so Mitch the Beach and Kristen, like literally for the first, I saw somebody kind of did what we always do with Mitch the Beach. Lindy, when they were on the beach, she was like, "Bitch, Mitch." Oh, that was so good. Yeah, but basically Kristen and Mitch. Kristen is definitely getting fed up with Mitch, and she is calling him out on it, because when they had a little therapy session, like Mitch couldn't just allow this woman for those say her piece, and he's ready to correct her, like, are you sure you're answering the question correctly? Listen to me. Why you can't just allow me to have a nice conversation and just enjoy the story what me I tell? Why you want to come correct me?
It's just that him never see it as anything wrong in his head.
Yeah, that's his problem. Sometimes he's unaware.
I think that's his personality, that's what you call it.
Some people are really unaware as a personality trait.
So that's just him. I don't think him do it in a way to offend, but I can see why anybody would take that offense.
Because it's a subjective thing. It's an objective thing, I should say. Sorry.
What our hero is our mother, what our mother do, I know our mother struggle for reach she did today as to why she's our hero. I didn't understand why she are going her mother backstory if say why she was our hero, and him just ruin it. I don't think you're answering the question.
Are you sure you're answering it right? Because basically, I understand probably what he could have leave her, but I guess he was like saying, you're. Cause she would have opened up to him, with the softball episode. I'm saying her mother would have been hard on her and all them stuff here, and basically he would have think so. Okay, probably their relationship would have been better when she was older. But as a child, he would have thought that their relationship would have been a little bit more tumultuous, or whatever you call that word.
I don't know, but even if she say I'm not a hero, you want to say it kind of insensitive. But like, I think he's oblivious to what he did until she says something. So he seemed like the type of person where you just have to tell him, because him don't know.
He's going to have to learn, because it's still going to be problematic.
Yeah, but even though you think it would be obvious, so you can't do something like that, him don't know. Because you have to remember that this man is how old?
41.
And in those 41 years, how much relationship has he had?
I don't know, and I don't think any past 6 months.
Serious relationship, he don't have a lot. Because at one point him say he was what am call it, the celibacy thing?
I not yet, but he was celibate, but not by choice.
Not by choice. So he now know what by experience along that line. So even though me always go Mitch, me can't understand.
Mitch, the bitch. I may have to stop calling him that. Like, me still have this distaste for him because how he reacted in the initial stages. That's really distasteful to how he behaved. He never give her a chance, and then he come out and call the girl ugly. She good for cannot deal with it.
And he call her ugly?
Yes.
When?
Him still not attracted to her. It's the same damn thing.
I think him said the girl ugly extra.
Or it's the same thing. Him call her ugly. You can't tell me that. Anyways, so
no, yeah, you know, after.
Or if me tell her say, I think I'm attracted to you. Why wouldn't I be attracted to you?
You can do the most beautiful man or most handsome. May I say it wrong? Can do the most beautiful woman, the most handsome man in the world. If you're not attracted to them, that don't mean they're ugly. Orion.
Never once I said the girl is ugly. He, in his mind, thinks she is.
Yeah, in the man mind.
Orion, what does attraction mean?
What do you mean? But
he said not attracted to.
If you're attracted to somebody physical.
I understand that, but that's what he was saying. Orion, it was his physical. Look how he was behaving at her wedding. Why you try to defend him? Yes, you are.
In that case, I never the physical matter.
Yes, what was he talking about then?
He was always talking about the amount of makeup she have on and then stuff.
Exactly, that is physical.
And when she rub it off, him say, yeah man, him like that or whatever.
No, Orin.
Him did think them talk about our lifestyle and him something. I don't think we can have different opinions. I don't think it's.
But Orin, it's not an opinion, it's a fact, and that's what me I try to get to you.
No, that is your fact because we can find other people who would disagree with you.
A foolishness you're talking.
You what a foolishness?
How am I talking foolishness?
Moving on.
If you go to anybody and ask them when Mitch was saying that. I am not straying. Mitch did not think she was attractive physically. He never like her or she look. Basically, and that's the truth. Anyways,
I don't see it as so.
That is the truth.
That is
the truth. That is the truth of the entire fact. No. Sweetie. No. Sweetheart. No. That is the reality. No. That is the reality.
No.
He thinks that bitch is ugly. Oh, I'm not gonna call her a bitch.
You said it is there.
She's not a bitch. I like Kristen. I've been always on team Kristen. But like, he thought she was ugly. And those things definitely... I agree. Those things, I agree. These things, I agree. These things, I agree. These things...
Disagree.
These things that I agree on, I think that Mitch... Lord God, I think that Mitch... Brother, like, we trying to finish this thing.
Disagree.
They're the last couple that we done. Because I agree what I said. I meant what I said and I said what I meant.
I said what I said and I meant what I meant.
I think I live in a delusional world.
Leave it in the
you probably have gone through things like that. Why you feel that way?
Leave it in the comment section who you feel or think is right.
I know I'm right. I ain't care what nobody.
Right or if me right.
You're not right. I never once said Christine.
Right.
I know you're wrong. So, anyways,
we shall see in the comments.
Father God, why this a boy?
Father God.
You see why I've said it's like why certain people aren't ready for marriage because like you can't be serious. No, I'm with your ass. So you could never. And I'm still here. And I'm still here to this very freaking day. So you can't go there. All right, you want me to leave? Yeah, scratch your nose. I said it a pint to me.
I'm not. Alright, sorry. See them pint up.
Sure. This is why I'm saying, look, a lot of person aren't ready for marriage because to deal with somebody like this 24/7. You see,
like what?
We have disagreeing moments, even over some things that aren't. What you call it? It not gonna benefit we anyway to be right or wrong, but we still hold true to our or beliefs.
Yes.
But you have to know for those work process that not everything has to be taken on a literal or serious moment. But regardless of that, as I'm saying, Mitch, yeah, he left a bad taste in the mouth for those reasons. But at this moment, he is trying, but he has a lot because he really does have what's a self-righteous or a self? I don't even know how to say it, but basically, like him too much in a theme perspective. Oh, he gotta save the planet. Oh, you're being cooperative. All these different things. He has to allow Kristen to be Kristen, and that's the problem there. And I see that now that she's standing up, and he has actually gained feelings for her. He is, I guess, being a little bit more willing to bend now, because she's like straightening up, because she's been bending 24/7 for this man, and this man has not retaliated that in the slightest sense. But now seeing that she's speaking up about it, and he actually has feelings for her in those moments, he is actually I guess trying more in that aspect. He's been a little bit more aware, and with the counseling that he's getting, he's becoming more aware. Next little, they pause breaks on the as the Christian did though. That's what she did.
Why them pause breaks on that?
His behavior, like once she was like saying he keep on joking too much inappropriately. He don't know when to find the right time to do certain things. Oh, sorry, I'm put this back between us.
He is
childish.
I'm so childish. Probably
inappropriate.
Inexperienced.
I don't know. He's inappropriate with certain things. He's unaware. Yeah, that's our point. He's unaware. He's unaware.
Like when I'm joke, probably him not mean it in an offensive
No, he
way,
doesn't. But like it's at the wrong time, because when he talked to his friend neighbor, she was like, "Yo, brother, nah, I wouldn't be cool with that either." So, yeah. Yeah, so that's one thing, and they have to learn to get intimate outside of just going to
Ramajama.
Yeah, so which was good for their relationship, I guess. And yeah, it seems that Mitch is falling in love with Kristen, and Kristen is wavering if she's going to put up with this, or if this is something that she can put up. It looks like she's at that point, and he's at the point like saying, "Oh damn, I need to make this work with her, cause I'm gonna think nobody else are gonna be out there. Nobody else has been this willing." Probably in his past relationship, like how she has been, because in Call a Girl Ugly, and she still come back, and she did him. He did him. Orina, we're not gonna be debate about this anymore. We've taken at least a good 15 minutes of these people of this review to debate about it. Like we ain't gonna debate about it more. I say what I say. I meant what I said.
I said what I said.
Everybody else thinks that, but you don't.
Do you have
why?
anything else to say about Mitch and what's your name? Kristen? Is it Mitch and Kristen?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything else to say?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay, you have made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Couples Review. Go over to Orin and Shadika and leave a comment on under one of the video there, and watch it and then subscribe. Thank you so much. We love you. Do you have anything to say to the nice people of EU2?
Comment if you have an idea of any more shows you would like us to review. And we're growing, and we hope you to grow with us. We're on our way to 100 now. We finally made 50. It's crazy. We have a next channel that's over 1,000, and it's like we have to be doing this all over again. But we are paying our dues. We don't have a problem with it, and we're happy to grow one by one. But and do subscribe.
It is a good feeling to be at 50. You know, we are 50 closer to 1,000. So yes, only 950 to go. So tell your brother, your sister, your auntie about us, and tell them to subscribe.
Don't even tell them. Grab the phone and subscribe,
and take it and watch couple of the video there. Yeah, we would appreciate that. Thank you so much. So again, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Couple Review. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next video, which will be 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, let's do some 90
Yes, we will drop it. We don't know if movie trailers will drop before it, but it will definitely drop because we see you love it.
Yes,
so
yes.
it will be dropped. So thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.
This is a long ass video.
Goodbye.
Bye guys. Bye.